Fusion, and we will see Rest and Potato versus Dapper Dolphin here. As you can see from the icons and names at the top of the screen, assuming I didn't mess those up. Yep, those look good. We'll see how this goes. Thanks everyone for tuning in. I know not everyone here is from Australia or New Zealand, but this is the Australia-New Zealand Cup, ANZ region. Just trying to show some love for the other regions that aren't North America and EU, which do tend to get all the love. So hopefully some good games here. We're already starting in Church Arsenal Room on Clubhouse. Really not a surprise at all for the start of a match like this. And we'll see what they end up doing with that. We've got fairly typical lineup, although Mira is one that is not always played down here. But we got the Mira, of course. We got Valkyrie to get some cameras up, Smoke to do some delaying, Bandit for probably the church wall, and Jaeger to do his thing, stop a lot of grenades from coming down those hatches and other things. We've got a Thermite and Habana combo on the attacking side along with the Bucks. We're definitely going to see some hatches opened, maybe construction wall open, and probably some Buck play from the bar side here down through and into the kitchen as well. So we'll see how that goes. So we'll see what they're going to do on the setup. And those of you, my microphone is new. I'm trying to stop it from picking up my breathing and crap like that with the noise gate. So let me know how it sounds. I'll make adjustments as I need to. But keep in mind there's a 4-minute delay. Any feedback you give me on my microphone, on the overlays, things like that, I will fix them as soon as I see them in chat. But it will take 4 minutes for you to see that. So please don't just continue to repeat yourself if I've already seen it. We've already got one wall here. I imagine this is where the mirror window is going to go. And then they're going to open up some of the wall next to it. But they're still a little late on that. We'll see where Mira's at, getting that window up on the church wall there. Looks like they opened up a lot of that wall into the actual hallway. There's that. Sometimes you want to do it at crouching height, sometimes you want to do standing height, depending on where you're at here. Looks like they want to do it at standing height. Sounds like wood are already breaking here. They're coming in the construction side. They are. Oh, no, it's actually defenders. What it looks like. Has this been opened? Yes, it has been opened. But there is no one on that side. They just decided to open it. Let's see where Thermite's at. Then Habana's going to get that hatch, it looks like. He does have his drone ready to go in the tunnel to make sure it's safe to do so, but is Moogie going to shoot it before it sees him? Nope. He's going to shoot it right after it sees him. So we'll see how that ends up going. Thermite coming in now, trying to look for an angle down the hatch. See if he can catch anyone off guard. Not seeing anyone just yet. They are not in a position where... Oh, the C4 though from Crude. Nicely done, that Valkyrie putting that camera in there. As you can see, the camera he's looking at right now. And he knows that the diffuser's been taken out, so he knows he can safely shoot through that floor if anyone tries to pick up the diffuser. That's a good position to be in, but it's a little bit better if you could have someone else watch that camera for you. It's better as a two-man job, but he made it work, got that C4 off, and that's really what counts in the end. I'm trying to check some more cameras here. That Buck trying to do some work from above, not quite finding any angles down on anyone just yet. Blackbeard's going to be pushing down the stairs, it looks like. Try to take some angles there first, but Todd's going to push down as Neophyte takes down Crude. Valkyrie did get that one kill though, so it did their job in terms of getting that C4 off. That door's going to be closed to make it so they can't see through there. Bandit's going to be looking straight at them through this mirror window, though. Potentially, although in this case he's a little more concerned about utility tunnel, which someone else should be watching for him, probably the Jaeger there. Let's see what the Jaeger's looking at. He is trying to watch that drop, making sure no one comes down. That diffuser's still just sitting there. They're pushing down now. The Blackbeard pushing this, but he's totally exposed to that window. They can just stare straight at him doing this. Could nearly shoot Buck in the head there. Smoke's coming out so they could try and rush in here. We'll see if Todd makes that rush, but it looks like they could go for the drop instead. We'll see if that Jaeger catches them off guard. Does catch one as he drops, and that is Punished Papers going down. That's the Habana getting shot mid-drop. More shots come out. Deals taking shots and killing Todd. That is the Mira, but he's quickly traded by Schmed. It is now a 3v2. The attacker's very low on health, but they have managed to make it in. Doesn't matter, though. Blackbeard taken out from behind as Duck finishes off Neophyte. And that is an easy first win for the Dapper Dolphins. Wearing that tuxedo and a smile. Getting shots from their blowhole. And that's round number 1 on the board for them. Nice set of frags there coming out. Everyone out but Emorin getting kills already. Duck took 2 though, so it's not fair. And now we've got 2 kills from Neophyte and Schmed. But as you can see, everyone kind of doing their job to an extent, although it looks like Jeebs didn't get to do a ton in terms of points. So we are going to see Church Arsenal Room again. Oh, could we see Caviar? Nope. Going to go to Rook. Better choice, definitely. Caviar, not the best choice for a lot of reasons. And we will see a Thermite Hibana again, as well as a Buck. Pretty much the exact same lineup we saw from the other team on attack. A little bit different defensive lineup, though. They don't have the Mira. So we'll see how that works out for them in terms of not having the extra visibility. We saw that visibility really pay off in terms of watching through here, seeing what that Blackbeard was, knowing when to peek him. They're going to open up that rotate hole. 2 rotate holes there. That could backfire on them if they're able to drop down and use that against them to see down there. But that depends a lot of times on getting a crossfire from this construction tunnel. And we'll see what else they end up reinforcing. They've got part of this wall so far, and they're going to have to reinforce a bit more of it. Otherwise, it's just easy to get in. Have people reinforcing the hatches. You got the Bandit and the Jaeger doing it typical, as you want the 3-speeds doing that so they can get back down if they need to. Definitely want them downstairs unless you know how to roam here. And then roaming is ideal, but it is hard to do, so don't expect it all the time for sure. As getting away from those drones is not easy when there's no crossover on the top floor. But if you can get away with it or even roam someone on the stairs, it can be really good for picking off an attacker early on. You see the attackers definitely wanting to get in the tunnel again. This is something we saw from the other attackers. Muggy, Muggy I guess is how you pronounce his name, did actually play in that tunnel last time, so he's the one to actually work that tunnel. Something I've said before. They definitely want to defend against their own attacks, and we're seeing Duck already pushing in heavy as that Blackbeard. This could pay off here. If he's able to catch him off guard, he has a drone pushing for him, which is exactly what you want to do to spot out what is going to be their weakness as he approaches the end of it. And I will post the bracket here for those of you who just asked. Looking for the angle, not quite finding anyone just yet, but it's very close. It's a nice pixel peek. He's going to do some droning for self. They must have lost the other drone. Hopefully he can catch someone off guard here. Does see someone behind the shelves, but shots coming down, trying to stop him from, it looks like, Punished Peppers. Just firing some shots down, some warning shots, essentially. He's looking for that pixel. Not quite finding anyone just yet. Almost about to punish Punished Peppers, and then pick a pack of them. We'll see what's going on with Ash over here, trying to push this hallway. Also trying to pinch Punished Peppers, tongue twisters all day. Thermite here, not sure what to do. I think he's going to go try and blow that hatch. It is a risky thing to do, though. If he's looking for that Valkyrie camo, he knows all about that. But it looks like the hatch is already open. Hibana done her job. Shots coming down. Let's see if Blackbeard's finding one yet. Nope, but Todd rips right on to Muggy with that C4. And that is going to be a good punishment. As I said, with that Thermite, you got to watch out going in there. And he knew the risk, didn't see the Valk camera, so there he goes. See if we can get him. Nice. Almost just not quite fast enough on the reaction. See if we can push him in there. See if we can try and catch out Todd. Todd very low on health there, but has been spotted now. Blackbeard going to try and do some punishment here. The smoke going to delay him quite a bit, though. Let's see how much smoke Punished has left. He's out of smoke, but Todd finally gets picked off with that last little bit of health he has. Looks like Duck does take a bit of damage, but he ducks out just in time. This impact grenade coming out to try and stop him. The flashbang close enough, even though he turned around to stop him. We'll see what Buck's up to here. He's got low health. Deals and Crew take it down too. Duck gets traded as well as Deals. And now it is all down to Buck and Ash. Buck is down quickly and Ash gets taken down right after by Punished. And that is a round on the board for the other team. Rest in Potato taking down the attackers. That is 2 defensive rounds here. The good news is that means we're going to see 2 different bomb sites because neither of them, well, not really the same bomb site, bar and stockroom, but it means we're going to see a different site because both these teams cannot play that site again. So we're going to see them going up now to the bar stockroom and see how that play a little bit differently. I would imagine they would consider at least a Montaigne push here because Montaigne is so strong right now. But it depends on how comfortable they feel doing that. There are some good counters to it with smoke and some barbed wire. Not too hard to stop that though, so we'll see if that is. Nope, it doesn't look like that's something they want to do. Then it looks like they might be going for a more standard strip club wall push, or even perhaps still a stockroom push just without the shield. And we'll see who they're bringing on defense. It looks like Doc is the only interesting change up here in terms of their defensive. So, not sure I agree with Doc. It's not necessarily an operator who's going to bring a lot of utility to this defense. I would rather bring someone that is going to be able to do something to actually stop a plant. Like, for example, Echo even at this point, or a Rook, just because the armor is going to be useful in trying to hold this off, especially whoever's stuck here in this room if they're having to defend that, or even someone trying to contest this area is going to want that. Especially the people upstairs. So a standard take for the strip club side is you're going to have Ash and Buck take upstairs here. You're going to have Hibana perhaps working here with Thermite, as well as Blackbeard to take up that wall. Or Hibana could go for another side. Might even try and help open this hatch from the window if it's reinforced. But we'll see how they decide to play it, if they're going to go for that side. We do have Bandit over here wanting to stop them from pushing that strip club side. It does look like they want to push that side, so we'll see if Bandit can stop them here. Well, and looks like the Hibana is going to be used to help open the wall. Battery's going to go down on those, but I think it's a little too late. Once those start going off, it is too late for the battery to stop them. Interesting, though, that it got down to just those last two. Not sure if they shot those on purpose or not, but we'll see if Bandit's able to do anything to stop this here. Shoutouts to everyone in the chat, everyone tuning in and supporting the Aussies and New Zealanders, especially those who are from those countries. Looks like Schmed taking out Deals early. That's a nice kill on Doc. Again, the Doc not going to be useful, that's for sure now. His ability probably wasn't used whatsoever. As Imran takes down Schmed, finally Bandit gets taken down by the Hibana. So that is the Blackbeard down, so that's going to make it harder to do that strip club wall pushes. They're not going to have as easy a time firing into that pool table. You see Duck all the way over here. What is he doing? Looking for a peek onto the dead Jeebus. Is it Jeebs or Jeebs loves? Oh, and he might have got marked because he's watching for it. And a peek! Duck taking his face off. Nice shot, that Jaeger taking advantage of the range on his gun. Looks like Jeebs, though, going to be pushing in now, trying to find a hole as Todd takes down Emerin and Muggy takes down Todd for the trade. And that is now 2 attackers left. The defenders are actually holding this quite well as Neophyte takes down Duck. And that is that Jaeger down, though. So it is now 2v2. Jeebs trying to find a nice angle in here. Does barely catch it, but not... Oh, and lands just enough shots to take down Muggy. It is all down to Crude now, who's trapped upstairs, waiting for someone to push in here. The wall is going to get opened up, though. He's going to give himself a rotate down as that hatch is open. He's looking to see if he can get some angles. Firing in on Buck through that wall there. Nice wall banging. And he's looking for Jeebs to come in that doorway, and Jeebs does to get his head ripped right off by Crude, and Crude clutches it against Neophyte, taking down the diffuser there as the last man standing, and manages to defeat both attackers from the gym upstairs. Nicely done by Crude. And that puts another point on the board for the defense for Dapper Dolphins. So that is now 3 defensive rounds in a row. As I say pretty much every time, and I repeat myself only for those who don't usually watch, generally when it goes defense, 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 or attack, 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 whoever breaks that generally will win. Partially that is due to the math and the way the rounds work, and that is also due to just breaking the momentum and winning 2 rounds in a row, usually. So we'll see if this goes to another defensive round. If Dapper Dolphins are the one to break this with an attack round, then I do imagine there's a good chance that they will make it all the way into taking this. This is best of 1, so this will be the only map for them to play, and Dapper Dolphins will move on if they do that. They are bringing Capitao, not as strong as he used to be. His gun got a nice buff, though, but he doesn't have the frag grenade, so his utility is a little bit restricted. But I imagine they have a plan for attacking this here. It could be going for a plant on either side at this point. They're not bringing the Hibana, they are bringing Thermite, which does make me think that they're going to go for this wall as well, as they're not going to necessarily want to like push into the stockroom, with a Thermite, unless they're trying to blow this open. Not a lot of use out of that. Glad everyone enjoys the puns, trying to make it a little punny. Todd going to get a little camera up there, try and keep an eye on this room, especially if they come in through the garage. Looks like we will see a roamer upstairs. Got Neophyte. And open that up to give some accessibility to his team to try and get outside if they need to and try and run across the room. It is a bit risky, but it could give them the clutch that they need. Looks like we're going to have a Jaeger over here. A little bit of last minute setup on that ADS. And Bandit also watching this just to make sure no one comes around. It looks like, though, they're all pushing on this side of the map. So we'll see if it is going to be a stockroom take or not. They didn't reinforce this wall though, so not necessarily a huge need for a thermite. Looks like they want to clear cash room before doing anything else. They do see that wall's open though, so Emmerin taking shots through the wall, just looking for a chance to wallbang someone in there, but there is no one in there at the moment. So those chances not going to happen. Looks like Neophyte's just going to stay down here on the stairs instead. Looks like they're going to push in from the stockroom first. Yep, they're definitely going to go for the stockroom take here as Valkyrie runs up to get a head shot in the face. Crew's going to reload his gun and try and move his way down the stairs. Schmed's in the garage, so Schmed comes out. He's getting droned by Muggy. Let's see if he can find him. Duck jumps down right into his shots, though. Schmed takes him down. The feet gets seen by Crude, but he's still holding that angle. See if Schmed can do something about it. He's waiting for Muggy, though. He's in the crossfire here. Shots come down through the wall, though. That's going to hurt. Taking a slight amount of damage off him, just a scratch. They're definitely making it harder and harder for him to sit there. Buck making nice use of that angle. I like the way he's working that from the upstairs, giving his team a nice chance to come push down there. Schmed finally gets pinched down by Buck, taking him down to nothing. And that is the garage clear. Now they're being very methodical, and they've got a minute left to play with, so they're actually doing a very nice attack here. It is a bummer, though, losing Duck. That is their Blackbeard down. He shouldn't have dropped in when he did, but they've still got plenty of attack fire left to make this work here. Buck just going to open up enough holes to give them an angle down, especially if the diffuser gets planted here. Just make sure that they can cover it. We'll see if Crew's going to go to help plant that diffuser. Muggy being the one with the actual diffuser, though. Looking for someone to be pushing around here. Muggy's still doing droning for his team here. Punish does get caught out behind that stage, and the shots come down on him. Crew trying to finish the job. See if he can do that. Trying to find angles. They're pushing a little aggressively on the bar, more than they need to be, just because they're having to fight a lot of firefights. They should be fighting till the actual diffuser's planted, but it is going to provide a nice distraction as Muggy goes for that plant. Emo's still backing up his teammates here instead of fighting from above, so hopefully he doesn't die, but he did open up enough holes above to stop it. And two downs come down in the stockroom. That is two of the defenders. It looks like Muggy gets back up there. No, it's just Deals is on the attacking side, and he gets back up. It is now a 2v4, and the nice peek there from Jeebs Love takes down one, and Neophyte takes down another, but gets traded by Emo. It is all down on Jeebs now, trying to make this diffuse happen. The rotates are coming around, but it's an easy kill for Buck, shooting him on mid-diffuse. And that is a successful attack round. So, as I said, that puts Dolphin at a definite advantage here, as they are now fighting with a Porpoise to try and take match point if they win one more. And that's all they've got to do. See ya, BK. Thanks for sticking around. So, nice job from Crude and Emerin. Pretty much everyone doing a pretty good job here. Pretty balanced as well from Rest and Potato, but unfortunately some Potatoes indeed are putting them back a point. And if it goes defense again here for Dapper Dolphin downstairs, then that is going to put match point in a very bad position for Rest and Potato, and I would definitely put my money then on that point on Dapper Dolphin. They are bringing that mirror again, so we'll see what they end up doing with that. Getting those batteries on early. I'm a big fan of, if you can, wait to do the batteries just in case they have a Twitch drone, but you never know. They generally are not bringing Twitch drones on a lot of teams these days, so not a huge concern, really. Some good barbed wire go down here. I'm curious to see if they put a mirror on one of these instead, again. Not instead, rather, they did it last time, but it's nice that the batteries don't interfere with the mirror. Get the mismatched walls there. Shots going open manually from the smoke, give themselves the ability to rotate. We'll see where the attackers are pushing. Looks like Duck might go for a peek early. No, I think he just did, and didn't quite get them. No one took any damage though, so it all worked in the end. Nice try. And that's what you want to do, scare him a little bit. Looks like though we are going to have this tunnel opened again by Punished. Whether he's going to use it or not, I'm not sure, but Muggy is definitely going to contest it. And that worked out for him well last time, as he was able to come around from behind to get a nice kill from the tunnels, as they didn't expect him there. Schmed just doing some droning to make sure that no one's going to be in there roaming. There is all 5 on site, though. as is very, very typical for this bomb site, so it's not a big surprise for that to be the case. Got Buck already doing his thing. Ash as well. She was going on the road. He's shooting out some cameras. And we'll see what Buck's going to be doing on the floor. He's trying to use the stairs to have a safe place to stand. He's getting a little stuck on some of the wall, though. Let's see what the pings are like for some of these guys. Not terrible. Neophyte and Crude having a little bit higher ping than everyone else. Buck opening some angles down. Trying to catch where Crude's at, potentially, but not quite finding him. Just giving themselves a lot of possibility to get any early picks they can. That's what you want to do. And here we go. Buck using his nades to take out that barbed wire. But I'm going to open that hatch for everyone. And that's what you want Habana to do, to go around and open those 3 hatches as quick as possible. We'll see if Crude's going to get a C4 kill or not from here. He's definitely looking for that opportunity. He knows Thermite's in there. He's just got to wait and find a good position. He's going to go for it now. And boom! There goes Punished. Punished again by Crude. The nice C4 kills, but the grenade. Nice trade by Buck there, using a second grenade to take out Crude. Again, though, Crude done the job in taking out one, but it wasn't a top fragger. I would rather take out Buck than Thermite in this case, seeing as Thermite had already done his job. But not bad considering his gun's got a lot better. Nice shots coming down there on Duck. Buck having to shoot through his feet at Duck. Now you got a Duck. Buck. Let's see what Blackbeard's doing here. Doing some droning for his team. Trying to get some idea where they're at in church to help push into that site. Todd still stuck upstairs though with 30 seconds left. He needs to be getting down to that hallway as the defenders are still in a pretty good position here. But Imorin takes down Schmed and puts the defenders in an even better position as that Blackbeard is now down. But Ash just runs all the way in around that barbed wire. And we'll see where the diffuser's been being planted right behind him. Imorin knows they're in there though, no. And we'll see if Muggy's able to do something from this tunnel. Comes out for 2. Nice shots as Deals takes down the last one. Well defended by Dapper Dolphins, now putting the other team at match point. 4-1. Definitely well played. Again, that Muggy with that just hanging out in that tunnel. They need to know he's there. If they open that tunnel, they need to do something about it, because that was basically just a free win for them at that point, as they had pushed in, had all the confidence in the world. Bandit seeing them, calling it out to Muggy, and Muggy just waiting for the right time to shoot them both in the face. Nicely done by Dapper Dolphins here. Now, there's a good chance that Rest and Potato could win this round, as they won this previously on defense, and it's not a big surprise there. But if Dapper Dolphin win this, they take the map and they move on to the next match, and that is it for Rest and Potato. They can Rest and Potato for the day. If they can get this round, they can stay in at least a round longer, but any round loss for the next 3 in a row basically is going to put them at a loss for the entire map. So being on match point definitely sucks, especially since even if they were to win 3 in a row, the third one would have to be the bar stockroom, which they hadn't successfully done, and they haven't won an attack round yet. So very much looking in Dapper Dolphin's favor. We'll see. I gotta get these last-minute reinforcements up here, as well as some ADSs to stop some grenades coming down. But they are not prepared to get this reinforced just yet. It's basically a freebie unless one of them is going to take the risk. Are they going to do it? Because if not, Blackbeard's going to come over here and just shoot right through it. They see it's open. Muggy doesn't even have to open. Just take shots through it at this point. Just Duck's going to drone it. They are going to see Punish, though. Schmed's going to be running away as well. They're both a little scared. Looks like they might want to try and contest it, though. We could see Muggy try and go for this. See if Blackbeard can back him up. Blackbeard taking shots through, trying to clear it off so that way Thermite can do his thing. We'll see if they can do something with this. Looks like he's rotated away. Poor Schmid. Scared, but Punish is going to try and contest it. He's got the smoke to try and delay them. He could potentially kill Blackbeard. The combination of the barbed wire and smoke could potentially get him, but we'll see. He's holding them off as long as he can. He does have 3 smokes, but those smokes now can't be used for anything else if he spends them all here. However, this could burn up a lot of time on them. 1 smoke left. There's a lot of wire out here, so they're going to have to deal with that. Trying to nade the barbed wire, and it's just hitting the ADS. Actually, trying to nade with probably just flashbangs at this point. Duck going to try and make the push here as the drones come out from Muggy. Trying to drone for his Blackbeard. Trying to peek around without getting shot. You see Punish using his leans to just try and avoid this drone here. Barely catches it, but doesn't shoot. He's just waiting now. Duck's going to be able to push here soon. They know where he's at. The flashbangs are going to go out. The ADS is not catching it this time. We'll see if Punish is blinded. Does look like it could be Deals takes down one as Schmed takes down the other two, coming around to back up his teammate. And Punish doesn't die either. Nicely done, taking down those two. The Blackbeard's gone now. The pressure is all gone from this side. We'll see what the other attackers are putting pressure on as Emerin takes down one. And that is from the upstairs, using a nice angle down onto Todd. Todd not getting his C4 kill this round, poor guy. But the floor is going to open up now. Crew's going to be pushing this hallway as we usually see, and we're going to see Habana doing some droning to try and check out Church. You want to know where people are positioned in Church, so that way if you need to rush it, you can. Now he does spot the one in the hallway there, so the construction tunnel is not going to be as big a threat because they know he's there. It's not going to be like when Muggy did it. We do have Neo down here. Schmed's pretty low on health. He's trying to contest this hallway if he can, but not taking a lot of risks. Neophyte holding an interesting angle from the mini bar there, trying to shoot up if he can. Maybe catch that buck. Punish trying to play like Muggy here, holding this angle. See if we can catch anyone out. Looks like the Church droning was all for himself as Deals pushes down towards the barbed wire that he can't necessarily get rid of. So this is going to be a hard position for him to push into, especially if Schmed sees it. He's going to trade it pretty easily. He's just waiting, but he's watching the wrong hole at the moment. Neophyte could be there to back him up. Deals does get taken down as Emerin takes down Punished. And it is all uncrewed, and Emerin to try and push this here. Emerin going for the plant as Buck. The Ashes take it down, and the shots come down to take down Buck, and that is it for the attackers. Not too big a surprise, but that does give another chance for Rest and Potato to try and make this comeback real. Dapper Dolphin, though, still a match point. Bucking hell. Nice. And yes, I do agree that Thermite's gun is good for fragging now, so that trade a while back was not terrible, but he's not going to still be a primary attacker, so. We are seeing bar stockroom again, so now Rest in Peace are going to have to attack that. This is a better bomb site for them to be attacking. This is their chance to try and make a comeback. So if they could take this and bring their first attack round to life, then they have a chance to get their third round and bring it to a tie overtime. But they would have to defend this bomb site as well, which they have not successfully done yet, so not going to be easy. Got Emerin putting up these walls. I imagine he's going to bandit those, try and hold them off again, as that Habana could potentially open this wall up, things like that. They are bringing that Doc in that we didn't see do anything, where maybe we'll see him go for that clutch play or just juice himself up and run outside. Go for a peek would be interesting. I guess I'm finding out that Pulse is very popular in AU, but not a huge surprise. Like, Pulse isn't rotation nearly as much as it used to be, so we'll see. Looks like he's going to play in there, but he isn't doing the batteries yet. He wants the battery trick. It looks like Jeebs, though, can open up the top of the wall perhaps to throw something in. Nope. He's going to work the angle instead. We'll see what kind of angle Jeeps gets here. A little more of the wall for himself. Nice idea to try and do something about those batteries, potentially. Those batteries are still in the wall, though, and he sees the electricity. So, see what Bandit's going to do here. He's in a tight position, but he's got Duck to back him up now. They're putting pressure from the other side. Todd almost getting wall banked. The shots come down. He does see where Todd's at, though. Todd jumps in to get shot, and then he's got Duck here to back him up. We'll see if Duck can take out Punish Peppers. Punish Peppers, though, playing a bit back. Looks like a lot of pressure coming on the strip club, though. Trades are coming out, and the shots come down. Almost wall bang his face as Duck is just sitting here, ducking. Perhaps he will come out at the last second for a nice kill, or maybe he just wants to make him think that there's no one else there. The wall bangs, though, almost killing both of them, but neither of them managing to land a shot. Pressure coming down from this Blackbeard, though. The drone comes out as well. They are going to start putting serious pressure on these two. See if Blackbeard sees any of them. That pillar, unfortunately, is in the way, so he's not able to catch either of them. Punished does take a little bit of damage as Jeebs takes down Emerin in another part of the map here. He did manage to just come around from another angle, and they do want to see if they can catch anyone over here on that pool table area. And the pressure is going to come around from that side as well now. He does have the diffuser, so he's going to have to be a little bit careful not to lose it. We've got Punished and Schmed trying to do something here, but they did manage to take those two out inside the strip club. Now they have full control of it. They're going to open this, and then Blackbeard's going to be able to do his thing. Schmed's going to come over here. But it looks like he's rotating around instead. Maybe he wants to take this top floor first. Not sure what that's all about at this point. When he should be the one holding this angle, but maybe they decided shield doesn't matter a whole lot. As Schmed takes down Muggy, though. Nicely done. I guess it was worth rotating up there as he managed to get that kill. Now he's going to try and put some additional pressure on the pool table here. See if he can catch anyone trying to defend it from the other parts. Jeep's trying to crossfire it. Got punished as well. They're all firing all the angles here, except for it looks like they're having a little bit of traffic jam in that hallway. They just need to find Deals at this point. And let's see where Crude's at. He's holding long angle. Deals is holding another angle from the stairs. But he's trying to be careful about this pushdown. He has full health and the ability to heal himself. It looks like he wants to juice himself for this kill here. He's going for the juice clutch. Fears come on. Blackbeard gets ripped up. And there is Punish still over there. Shots come down though on Crude. Punish takes him down. It is all on Doc here. As juiced up as he can be, being forced to push through smoke. Actually tries to use it to his advantage, but he gets downed behind the bar, which gives him a chance to get himself back up. I'm not sure if they expect it at this point. He's going to go for the jump, but jumps right into Jeebs' bullets. And that is another round for Rest and Potato. This comeback could happen. It is 4-3 now. So, if they win this round, then they could come back into overtime here, and then all bets are off. But if Dapper wins this round, then that's it again. So, a lot of pressure on this round for both teams to make this happen here, to stay in this game. I know Dapper Dolphin's going to want to close this out for sure, so they're definitely going to be thinking, like, whatever we can do to lock this down. I wouldn't even be surprised if they go for some cheeky stuff to try and take them down, but we'll see how it goes here. As I said before, though, if it gets to this round, it is on Rest and Potato to try and defend the bar stockroom, which is going to be the hardest one for them to defend. So we'll see if they can adapt to what they didn't do successfully last time when they defended, or tried to defend it rather, and make this happen here. They are also trying to defend the strip club with the batteries. We'll see if they decide to play in there like last time. That didn't quite work for the last defenders as they got taken down. It was a nice try, but they got pinched from too many sides to make it work. See what they're trying to do. Just trying to give themselves some better positioning, potentially to get up on there. They really want to defend this stock room. See if you can figure out where they're at in there with that drone. But it looks like he's droning a different part of the map here. Just checking the office up there as that hole has been opened up. Gonna be a little bit worried about that. Captain potentially wanted to come in this main entrance here. We got Muggy over here. I'm not sure what his role is going to be as that Thermite. He could just be going for this wall again or somewhere else. Shot starting to come down as Todd takes down Duck as they try and push into here, and he tries to use this hole in the wall to his advantage. He tries to escape here. He could get pinched off by Muggy, but Muggy doesn't push in, but it doesn't matter as Emmerin comes around to take him down. They've taken full control of this cash room again, which is what they like to do. Or lost control, rather. I mean, the defenders have taken full control. Schmed takes down Crude. Nades come out from Deals. So he opens up potentially some of the floor here. Just a second. Deals takes down Neophyte. It is down to 2 defenders left now. You've got Punish Peppers in the stockroom, and you've got Jeebs holding down the bar. This could go very badly for them, as there are 3 strong attackers left with good guns. He's just holding an angle here. He's hoping Emmerin pushes in this front door, which he very well might do. Shots coming down. Just barely missing. Looking to see if he can catch anyone there, but Pepper is doing his own thing as he gets downed in the process. It is all back down to Jeebs here to try and defend this. It looks like they're going to rest in Potato here pretty soon if Jeebs can't pull this clutch off, because this will be the last round for them if they can't win. So it is all on this. They have this hole up here trying to rotate, and it is best for 3-speed, but it looks like it's in a position where he's trying to get over there as fast as he can, but he gave away that he was doing this by taking that shot. Buck, though, not looking this direction. Nope, he is looking that direction. Hard to tell from the silhouette. Walks right into this, shuck into the face, and then it's GG for Rip. And that means Dapper Dolphin is going to be the one moving on. Nicely played, 5-3. I like that Rested Potatoes didn't give up, though. They put up a really good fight at the end there. Almost made it work, but the clutch just didn't happen as he had to give away too much of his position on the rotate. And I like the ideas, but it doesn't matter in the end if you don't make the kills and make the win. So nicely done from Dapper Dolphins here. And we will take a look at where the brackets stand to get some idea what we might be casting next, and then probably go to a short break while we look for those teams and try and get them going. So let's take a quick look at the bracket here. So nice job both teams. And let's go ahead and take a look at the other monitor here. So what we've got so far is we just saw this match, Dapper Dolphins versus Rest and Potato. So Dapper Dolphins are going to be moving on to here against either Jolly or Surreal. Looks like Ninja beat Pandora, so Ninja's going to be in a position to fight against Maelstrom or T34. And then Easy Peasy Squeezy did beat Milk Criminals, and they're going to be going on to fight Enanera, however you pronounce that. Yeah Boy Classic versus Pandemic has not resolved, but Wildfire did beat Team Infamous, so they are moving on to fight one of those two. So this could be an interesting situation. So we'll probably do either Ninja versus Maelstrom or Easy Peasy versus Enanera. We'll go ahead and let's see. We'll take Ninja versus Maelstrom, so we'll take a short break here, and I'll just let them know that I'm going to be casting that. We'll get them all set up, get squared away, and I'll just be right back in a few minutes to see what's up next. So stay tuned. Thanks everyone for tuning in. If you know people that aren't tuned in yet that should be, make sure to let them know about the stream. Get a chance to catch it as close to the beginning as they can as we work our way towards these ANZ finals. Shoutouts to the Down Under. We'll be right back. Alright, alright. So, we will be doing Ninja versus Maelstrom. Maelstrom? Anyways, Ninja Esports versus them. So we are just going to go ahead and get them in the lobby as soon as we can here. Got their little logos up on the screen. This is PC for anyone who wasn't clear. The Xbox controls show up because I'm using the Xbox controller. Spectate, which I think is generally better for maneuvering around than the keyboard and mouse. Except for the keyboard, I guess you can skip between people a little bit easier, but not sure it's worth the trade-off. Just wanted to update you guys. Try and get this going here. So I'll turn the music back on for a moment while we get this set up, and I'll go ahead and display the lobby once we've got some people in it for you guys to see what's going on. And yes, Dance with the Dead is definitely fire. I like my playlist here. So I will put that music back on and get that going, and see you guys in the game in just a moment. Alrighty, everyone's ready to go. So here we go. Boom! We are on Oregon for Maelstrom, or Mealstorm as they're called, for Food Fight, versus Ninja Esports, a very original and creative name as well. So Team Toilet versus Team Black Pajamas. So we'll see how this goes. We'll see where they're starting. I'm guessing Laundry based off the Mira being pulled out, but could go either way. Mute actually suggests Dorms, and that's where they're going to go. So they will be playing the Dorms first. Attackers are bringing the Jackal, which should be interesting. His gun did recently get nerfed, so he's not as good as he used to be, but he's still a pretty strong operator. His ability, though, not super useful, sadly. So we'll see. New meta coming. So we'll get the Mute Jammers out, trying to stop them from droning, the castle walls to deny some windows, the mirror windows to, I assume, be able to see into this side at least, if not some other angles. I'd be interested to see maybe someone looking into the attic as well, perhaps. But we'll see. Some explosives coming out to open up some impact grenade holes here. Attackers will be bringing a Hibana, but no Thermite. There's one castle window there. Looks like he's going to do this side. We've seen some teams do that occasionally, and some teams not. They aren't going to do this window, though, which surprises me. Usually you want to do this one, but we'll see. There's one mirror window potentially coming up here. Looks like King Ha took a second to decide. A little bit of late reinforcements right there, but they did get the reinforcements up. We've got a Mute Jammer here. Imagine you're going to have one near the stairs as well. Don't quite see one over here. Maybe they went up and I imagine one here as well, but it looks like, let's see if Ninja has put up, Rizraz has put up all his Mute Jammers yet. There's the one there. That is his last one, so. Shouts to Europa. Let's see where they're going to attack from here. You've got Lusty over here, getting ready to go for the attack onto the bathrooms. See if we can find anyone just clearing out this side of the map. We've got to clear out the west side first, especially that tower, so hopefully they've done that already. So you want to make sure that's not risky. It doesn't look like they necessarily have barbed wire right there on the stairs like they should to slow down an attack there, so that might actually work out in Lusty's favor here. If he can distract Valkyrie for just a moment, he can rush up there and take a lot of shots in. Let's see what the Thatcher's doing his job from the roof here. Got Buck trying to work his way into the attic, give himself some vault holes. And we've got Hibana doing some droning. See if you can just leave it in there. Nice position as he's trying to work his way from the armory. Take some shots through. No one's there just yet. Wildman going to work his way in. Lusty in the meantime takes down one. That is Cat down. Did get that Valkyrie down, and PD gets taken down by King Ha. Looks like Lusty's trying to jiggle peek this to see if he can catch out anyone in that B site. No one's there just yet. King Ha takes down another. That is Wildman down. Well defending that master bedroom. Taking down both that Hibana and that Jackal, trying to take it. So now this is putting a lot more pressure here on Lusty to do something, as he's got to try and make his way in. The smoke's going to come out and try and give him some way to make an approach here. Rock on the other side, trying to work his way over, but the C4 comes out from Rizraz to take him down. That smoke actually worked in Rizraz's favor, as he wasn't seen going for the throw. Throw indeed they are doing so far. Fnatic looking to see if he can find out what's going on here so he can get that diffuser. But there is that Mira nearby waiting, that King Ha. And one laying down inside the master bedroom. Rock's going to be pushing from different angles well onto that master bedroom. They can try and pinch it here. We saw what happened last time. Jackal and Hibana tried to do that, though. It didn't work out. Super great. And the peek comes out on Mira, but misses the shots. Gets down instead. Rock finishes the job. Nearly kill each other there. Trying to make those peaks. See if we can get them there. Down to the last 18 seconds, though. Rock gets taken down. Gives away his position, though. But Ninja trades it, or Kings rather, trades it. Come on, guys, put the name at the end of your name. Your team name goes at the end, otherwise it looks silly. It makes it hard to read. But nice job by Ninja, managing to pull that off there for their first round on defense. We'll see if Mealstorm can take their round on defense as well. They're going to go downstairs, though. Also bringing in Mira and Castle, but going to play it a bit differently. See what the attackers got in store. They are bringing a Twitch, it's a little bit different. See if maybe Kings can get that Twitch drone in to take out some of those mirror windows. That's always nice to see. in terms of a nice strat to use those windows against them, but not an easy thing to do unless you've got them distracted. But that could work out if they're busy focused on looking through instead of looking at their feed. So we can use that shotgun that they were given for utility to open that up, because they have the vector as well. It's a nice secondary. See where people are on the scoreboards here. Got pretty even kills for most everyone. Cat being the only one not doing a whole lot on that side just yet. And Wildman and PD not getting their kills. So got down trying to take over that master bedroom. We've got one mirror window here to watch out into the construction area. I imagine you're going to get one here as well. That's why you want to leave that wall unreinforced. Got the shotgun to open up that wall to give himself some angles. Wasting a lot of ammo though trying to open that up, sadly. See, we got some roamers upstairs. We've got two trying to hold this kitchen area. I don't see a lot of castle walls to help with that though, or reinforcements. So I'm not sure what Castle's doing in terms of making this work for them. But imagine Wildman's got some cameras up as well. Opening up some angles with that deagle to give himself a little bit more flexibility in defending the site and helping Lusty out. But Ninja Bobo is going to come in looking for that. He's going to actually try and use that hole against him, but gets shot in the process. Rizraz, in the meantime, though, making his way up the Habana. See if he can try and catch someone off guard. Camera's a big threat there, but he's looking to see if he can get some nice angles in. Doesn't quite know who's in there just yet. We'll see if Lusty's in a nice position to do something about it. Trying to punish Wildman for holding an angle. Lusty tries to peek out, but can't quite. C4 comes out. Doesn't take anyone out, just destroys a bit of the level, unfortunately. And Ninja going to be going for a peek Bobo there. Get his head taken off. Lusty's going to play this very patient. He could be leaning out a little too much here, exposing possibly some of his arm. He's going to push his way back instead. Play this smart back. He's going to rotate around farther back. We'll see where the Ninja guys are going. Trying to take some angles in there, clear that out. Looks like they've cleared that out. Nearly shoots Buck there. Buck nearly shoots him back. They're trying to do that crossfire. Almost shoot each other. We'll see where Lusty's rotated to as he went back to the meeting hall. He's just going to hold this angle from the sandbags. They probably know he was in there before. Now he's fallen back. Trying to give himself some flexibility in terms of where he can move. Wildman. Looking there, trying to get an angle on someone coming in, trying to help Lusty with the crossfire. Lusty, though, in the meantime, gets downed. Bobo's going to come around to try and finish the job. Looks like, though, you've got PD over there trying to help. And there goes Wildman for the flank. Nice job with this roam helping each other out, but Rizraz easily trades that back on Wildman, but Rock trades it back on Rizraz, and it is actually looking in the defender's advantage here with a 4-2, as they didn't lose any of their defenders, really, except for Wildman. Ninja takes down, or Kings takes down Lusty, though, and that is another defender down, unfortunately, for them. But it is all now on Thermite, who drops in, right to get... Manages to get his shot off on Fnatic. Rock trades it with the smoke, but then Kings takes down PD, and it is all on Twitch here to make something happen. Kings has got to get in there. He does have no drones left, it looks like, unless he's got some just sitting around. Trying to wait out the smoke, but also needing to drop down as there's 9 seconds left. See how many smoke grenades left. There goes the last smoke grenade. That is going to force him back. He's in a bad position. He's going to have to drop. They know he tries to take some pre-fire shots, but not enough time left to do anything. He was hoping to maybe at least kill the last one, as Rock was just the last man standing. But Rock didn't need to peek. He played it smart and won that round by just sitting still, using that reinforced wall. So, nicely done. That puts 1 point on the team for both teams. As we saw in the last match, very defense heavy so far. We'll see if anyone can break that on the attack here. But we did see 2 different defense sites, so we will see those swapped up. That means next time they'll be playing the dorms, and then the other team now will be playing the laundry room. So, and Namangu, I do know that is Maelstrom, but we will call them Mealstorm instead. Just because they like it, right? They've got a toilet for a logo. You don't get to be too discriminating. Although I do wonder if it is spinning the other direction, right? So we'll see some new jammers coming down here to try and stop any drones from coming in. They're going to be bringing the mirror, but they are not bringing a bandit. King Hados, I guess, is instead of King Ha. wasn't sure, just kept it short. He put the capital letters in there, make it confusing. King Hados? Okay. Got Cat getting some cameras up, trying to make sure they have some idea what's going on upstairs, especially if they're not going to be playing up here. Rizraz, I imagine, is going to be playing up here, but he's getting his reinforcements up pretty late, but Jaeger has a lot of work to do, so not a surprise that he is a little late on this, but all of them kind of seeming like they're not as on top of getting everything up as they should be, but they do have one mirror window here. Let's see where the other one's at. Let's see if King Hados has put up the other one yet. No, he has not. Let's see where he puts this. Interesting choice there. He looks like he's sealing that out, although he may open up a little crack of it later. Peeking. Cat, though, already getting a kill. Ooh, that was Valkyrie. Nicely done throwing that up the stairs, probably using their cameras to their advantage. Looking around, seeing what his destruction hath wrought. Seeing if anyone else is around there. He might have actually caught someone at the top of those stairs there. Nicely done, if that's what the case was. Hibana shooting him from the outside to try and open up the hatch. And the shots come down. Nice job from Rizraz, just shooting the discs right off. They did not expect that. Forcing those wasted discs. Lusty, though, coming around to try and punish into this meeting hall if he can get in there. Putting out the barbed wire for that push. He is waiting for an opportunity to get in there, but he needs to drone it first. Mute jammers are actually going to make that a problem for them. So his mute's really working out in their favor. But we'll see if he's rotated back. Where is Rizraz here? Is he still there? Nope, he is all the way back in the tower now, waiting that out. See if PD goes for anything. 2 drones coming out. There we go. I'm trying to find where that meeting hall player is, as they want to clear that meeting hall. I think he thought maybe that was not reinforced or something. Taking shots down. Push starting going. Rizraz is rotated all the way back around now. He's actually going to be trying to help with those stairs. See what Buck's doing up here, opening up the attic. Again, they're just trying to clear this meeting hall, make sure it's safe. PD again trying to open that up. Now that the meeting hall's clear, they can safely open that up without having to deal with them shooting the discs off. But they're down to 53 seconds left. They're not in actually a good position getting this down the slate, but they did manage to clear out all the floors except for the basement, and that's really what they needed to do. They did lose their sledge in the process, though, and that's going to hurt. Flashbang's coming out. Flashes him actually a little bit. See if Lusty's going to go for the push. No, he's just hanging out right now, waiting for someone to come around from behind. Rizraz could be that guy to come around. It looks like Kings has actually gotten downed, trying to hold an interesting angle here with that mute. Wildman probably knocked him down from that hatch. Definitely got to be careful. Don't see what King Hados can see from there. He's going to go try and pick up C-Mate, but Wildman downs him, but gets traded in the process. The missed C4 is going to cost them dearly. He comes around, takes down the defuse, though, and that is Rock trading it back as Rock takes down Bobo as well. It is all down to Rock here, but at least he's managed to take down to one on his side as well, on the other side as well. Rizraz is going to be looking for the angle. This is all on Rizraz to try and defend this. The diffuser is in a bad place, though. Not sure what he was trying to do there, possibly vault up on top, but he is the faster operator with a better gun here, so he does have the advantage, especially against Rock's low health. He could cover the peak a little too late, and he does. Runs right into his bullets. And that is Rock clinching it for the attackers, bringing it 2-1. Winning the first attack round, and that puts Maelstrom in a good position. So we'll see how that works out. If they can win another defense round as they have before, but they're going to be playing Dorms, which we haven't seen them play just yet. So we'll see if they can do anything a little bit different and make sure that they secure that. We are going to see Pulse, though, so we are going to already see something a little bit different. We haven't seen Pulse yet today, but Pulse is a good one to play on here if he's playing down in that kitchen to have some idea where they're, or even play in some of the other areas to get an idea where they're attacking from on the roof. As there's not a lot of visibility on the roof except for from those Valkyrie cameras that Wildman's going to be throwing out those windows. This is definitely a map where you want a lot of outside visibility to have some idea where the approach is, because there's so many different layered roofs and so many different window angles. They aren't bringing a castle, though, so they won't be able to seal up some of those walls and doorways that can help with that. But they are bringing a bandit to at least try and seal, imagine this up, so there's not an easy breach. But they are bringing a thermite, which suggests they want to go for that. So you may see a thermite on this wall, as well as on this wall to give an angle in there. Usually this is where Hibana is going to open that up to have some angle to fire down here. But they didn't bring Hibana, they decided to bring a Blackbeard, Thatcher, and Buck instead, and then of course Ash, not surprised there. Looks like Fnatic wants to be able to play Interesting. Like, if they manage to take over this, they're actually going to have the advantage using that window. So I'm not sure what their intention is with that, unless they're going to have Mist stay in here. It looks like Mist has already taken a bit of damage, though, possibly from an impact nade. And so that's going to hurt. 50% health already. Is Lust going to go for any peeks? No, he's just going to play the armory. This is something I think we saw in Season 2 or 3 a lot, and I feel like it just never worked. I mentioned it before that I don't think it's a good idea. Like, yeah, you might catch someone out in the garage, but look what happens there. You get droned out, and then they nade you, or they come up in there and just take you down. In this case, Lusty getting lucky instead, and not getting taken down. They just decided to leave it. So then he's now wasted on his resources. So not sure I really like how Lusty's playing this. Ninja, though, going to try and aggressively push in against what looks like PD just hanging out there. Or Kings, see if we can get him. Going to do some droning stuff, but his drone's on the other side of the map. Could catch Wildman out in here. Does catch Wildman. That's going to be good for his intel. But I don't think he does PD there, and that's really what's going to matter. So whether or not PD can catch him off. We'll see if PD's on some cameras here. Nope, he's just holding this angle. Bobo's drone doesn't quite spot him. So he's in a good position here. You just have to play it very silent and patient. They don't exactly know where anyone's at this point, it seems like, except for that Valkyrie, who's, I imagine, rotated off by now. But let's see where Wildman went. Yeah, Wildman went all the way up in the tower now, so they really don't know where he's at this point. And yes, Cal's Crazy Canal did get replaced by Coastline in ESL. See what Lusty's doing here. He's still trying to play this side. It's not really working out. Got Smoke just watching cameras. Fnatic just holding the site here on the A side through that wall, trying to take advantage of it. Probably should have put up a mirror on that wall, but I guess had other ideas, so we'll see what Thermite's doing over here. Looks like they are going to try and breach the master bedroom side. Blackbeard just watching the A window, no surprise there, as that is generally his best use on this map, but shots coming down on his shield leaves the shield in bad place. It could get cracked any time now, so he's going to go and swap that out. I like how Kings is watching his back, though, making sure he doesn't get shot from the small tower. But Kings is going to have to rotate around now. Wildman actually back where he found him before, and that works out in Kings' favor, as he was able to get that kill now. So it all came back around to where he pulled off that drone. Now he feels that that's safe. He's going to go for the push on this A window. Looks like they've got 3 of them over here, and the diffuser is actually being brought to the A side. So it looks like they're making a distraction on the small dorms, but Blackbeard does get taken down by Fnatic. Now the push right into the smoke is actually going to cost Thatcher a lot of health. He's almost dead already, but he's going to go for the plant. And Kings is going to try and crossfire or defend him if he can. But another smoke could but it is the C4 that takes him down, and that stops the plant from Lusty doing his job. King Hado's trying to do something here as he gets down, and then that is now Cat down, and it is all now on Kings to do something. Does take down the Mira. Getting ready to try and get someone else if he can. Takes down, or finishes off Rock rather. Can't get to the diffuser in time to even start the plant. If he had, though, that was the pulse right below him to be able to do something about it quite easily. And that would have been a problem for him because he would have been on that diffuser for plenty long enough to just get shot. So that was not a great round for them. And that puts it at almost match point here. Maelstrom actually at the point where they can take this, I think, because they are now the attackers on that top floor. Or at the bottom floor, I think. Let's see how it switches up. We'll see where they go. Ninja are going to have to make quite the comeback here. They are going to play the dorms, so we'll see if they've got a better strategy for attacking the dorms than the basement. But they did win that basement attack, so they are in a good place. And actually, I think they won the dorms attack, so so much to keep track of. Alright, we'll see where they go in the dorms. They are bringing that castle again. They're going to do this A window, and I imagine they're probably going to do the same windows again. And the mute jammer. The last time we saw the sledge get taken out pretty early, I believe that was, no, that was from the other team. And there's that window getting reinforced. We'll see where these mirrors get placed. They definitely sealed up that, so they can place one there if they want to. That does trap them in just a little bit, though. They don't have the ability to rotate through that, but they also don't have to worry about it as well. As I don't imagine that Hibana's going to push that too hard. But I've seen a lot of teams try and take over this big tower first, so that could be the strategy as well. Come in here. They're just going to be able to open this up with that buck, climb right in, and then use Hibana to open that up. Let's see where those mirror windows are going to go. We're going to see one right there. And we'll see where the other gets put up. No one going for any cheeky peeks or anything. Looks like they want to use it to see in the master bedroom, help defend that. But this is a hard position to stay in. If they manage to open up that wall with Habana, you're not going to be able to stand there and watch through that window. So I'm not sure that that placement's really going to pay off for them. They almost would have been better using it on a different area. But Mira trying to watch down the stairs. May or may not have been seen by PD's drone, though, but the drone getting shot definitely wouldn't have helped. However, the jammer... Oh, Wildman missing his shots. Losing half his health, but landing enough of them to take King Haddis down to very low health. That's probably 25, 30 health. C4 attempt to throw out, but Rizraz actually does the job on Rock there. It's actually looking like a decent start for the defenders, as they have taken down the Thatcher, and that will secure things a little bit better. But the defenders didn't bring a bandit, just the mute. So it's not going to be able to destroy any of the Habana discs. Not that they would have fired him with the obvious visibility there. As Lusty takes down Ninja Cat, that is going to be good for the attackers who have already pushed their way in. Just quickly runs his way in, almost takes down Rook, but Rook just soaks it up with that weird head hitbox he has. His bubble gets finished off by Wildman. Buck just coming on in here, taking control from below of the classroom to help on the master bedroom attack. We've got PD going around to help on the master bedroom attack as well. We'll see if Fnatic can make some progress in here. Trying to take down these jammers, opening up some walls, giving himself some access to this room, but doesn't quite hit that. Pulls off a little too early for that wall. Puts up another one instead. Just looking for the angles. Rizraz, though, going to be the one to work that angle, see if he can catch him, but he's too focused on this window. You've got King Haddis here, just waiting for them to open that. Here's the discs, though, and he knows that's coming next. But the mute jammer there is what Wildman's trying to take out. Wildman gets traded for it, punished for missing that mute jammer, as King Haddis takes him down, and this is actually looking really good for the defenders now. And King Haddis gets down, but manages to take down Fnatic. It's all on PD to make something happen here. He does have the diffuser, but he's in a bad position, and he can't open that wall. So he's going to go ahead and rotate around. In the meantime, it looks like Rizraz is also rotating around. They have an idea that he's going to go for that side now. So the question is, is he going to go for the dorm window? It looks like he is. He's going to jump right in and take a lot of shots through that wall. Tries to rush on, takes down Rizraz. He's just got one more to find. Rotates around the other way, but he anticipated it. Kings takes him down, and that is a defender win, making it 3-2. Ninja not wanting to be out of this just yet. No match point, as they are now 3-2. Ninja taking their second round. Nicely done. Seeing a lot of good work from Kings. King had so two different Kings, I guess, and Rock as well. A little bit balanced for the rest of the team, although PD not getting a lot of shots there, unfortunately. Now, kills aren't everything, but I do like to highlight who's doing a lot of the work in terms of thinning down the others' numbers as well, because basically everyone complains if I don't. So there you go, those numbers. We are going back down to Laundry. They'll be bringing a standard setup for the most part. I mean, Castle is optional. You could play it a little bit differently. But he will be castling probably at least some of the construction side to slow them down from going any kind of push on that side. Possibly as well to cut them off from the tower stairs. We'll see. Let's just take a look for fun at where the cameras get put up, as it's always interesting to see what spots they might use. I don't show that too often, but it's interesting to see, help other people trying to figure out interesting angles for Valkyries to be. What's up, Rockshot? Sorry, not gonna let that Bobo drone hang out in there. There's one to watch meeting hall. That's gonna be hard for them to see when they come in. I like that behind the light there, making it hard to see as well. Some good access to the lobby with the lobby camera shut up. I imagine we're going to see one here in the tower, perhaps, to see if they try and take over this tower, but nope. He's got to throw one out. It is a little risky to do so, of course, because you could get shot in this process here. You could even go for some peeks, potentially. Looks like he's going to use those cameras. Try and figure out where they might be. There we go, going for the safe throw from duck position. Doesn't quite see anyone yet, though. Take a look at what Kings is doing over here. Yeah, we broke 100 viewers, everybody! Alright. Still, King's not sure how to approach this here. Let's see what Buck's doing here. He's already starting to take control of the tower, but Wildman is actually going to be here to contest it. Still hanging out there. Those windows being open might have given away his position, but we'll see if he gets caught out in this. He's just waiting for King Haddis to make a undroned push. See if King's going to go for that. Take that bait. Did leave the diffuser back there as well, so it'll force someone else to rotate around if he manages to die here. Let's see where we got Hibana Rizraz doing work on the hatches to open those up for his team. See if he's got the lobby hatch yet. I imagine he has. Nope, he has not got the lobby hatch yet. They don't have a mute jammer or anything to stop that, so I'm not sure what. There we go. And let's see what Thermite's up to. He's going to be pushing up on this top floor. He's still got both his Thermite charges. Not sure what he's planning to use those for, but Lusty gets greedy, and King Hadas takes down that Wild Man. Valkyrie not surviving there, so that is going to clear out that tower. Thermite just gets on in, but he's got down to about 40, 45 health. And nothing to do with it, as he's just trying to clear this top floor. And we'll see what the Thatcher is going to be doing here. He has used one of his EMP grenades, but didn't have a lot to do with it. Looks like Cat could be getting into some trouble getting down to this lobby here. They've got the lobby controlled now. This is what they want to do with PD. Manages to take down King Hadas, and that's the Buck down. Nice shot as Rock takes down Ninja Rizraz, and that is the Hibana down. But Hibana's already done his job. King gets Rock, though, on the punish. That is down to 2 defenders left now, so they now have the numbers advantage on the attacker side. We'll see what they can do. Fnatic trying to watch this. They don't have a smoke, so they don't have a way to delay this, and I imagine Kings is going to go for this push here. As soon as he feels it's ready, he's going to take out this wire. You got to be careful about the range on that. He could run around that other wire and go for a plant in the corner, but it looks like Bobo's the one with the diffuser. We'll see if he can manage to sprint his way across. King's going to be doing some fire for him. Trying to... Kings actually takes down Fnatic in the meantime, but gets traded off here by Bobo, holding that nice angle. But he gets taken down as PD takes down Cat, and the attackers manage to take that round without having to play at the diffuser. Nicely done by Kings. A lot of great kills from his side, and that puts it to 3-3. So, coming back from a 3-1, they've taken 2 rounds in a row now to make this a potential overtime match here. We'll see if Maelstrom or Mealstorm can make their little toilet team come back. Toilet referring to the logo, not the way they've been playing. And so far, Rock doing a lot of the work. I think the other guys need to step it up a little bit, but PD actually managed to step up that round, so nicely done on his part. Bobo, though. Bobo making a breadstick. However, it could be utility operator, so some chance on that. They're bringing out this mute downstairs again, trying to join. I personally like to put the jammer in some different places, but that works as well if you can't manage to jump around it. It does have pretty good range. But that is something you want to test in custom, right? You want to test the position and see, make sure that wherever you do it, that is going to block drones from being able to jump over them. Oh, Rock's drone gets caught out, so Mute denies even without his jammer. So he's going to be doing some late reinforcements. Not the fastest operator, but at 2 speed, he's able to still get these reinforcements up with some time. And he got some of his jammers down. He's got to do that first, of course. Rizraz getting some late armor. He's got a lot of work still to do. Open this up, and they've got that mirror window on there now. Going to be able to open this up. Some put it on this side, some put it on that side. That's personal preference. Some open this side of the wall, and some open the right side. So everything about this is down to personal preference and what you think works best. So there's a lot of flexibility on this defense. Looks like Rizraz wants to stay upstairs here. See if he can do anything interesting on this roam. He is going to be able to peek long angles if he wants to try and go for something here. Could come out those towers. Nope. Could open one of these windows as well. I think he might be looking for a drone or anyone that might be in there. See what he can do. He's definitely feeling the pressure, though, as he hears Buck up there doing some damage. Buck's going to be here. Here's that shot, though. Whips around quickly as PD goes to drone for him. See if PD actually catches him out. Looking for him. Where did he go? Could he be upstairs? No one knows. Let's see where he's at. He actually rotated back down instead. So that is going to burn up a little bit of their time as they're busy with that. Wildman doing some droning as well now. He's a little worried about that angle. Just making sure that tower stays clear. Oh, he's going to go for the jump. He's going to try and jump it up the ladder. This is the only way to drone that upstairs without busting window and throwing one in. See if he can make it. Yay, pro strats. Wildman drones the top. Right now that he's got that cleared, burned up a bit of time, but he can feel a lot safer here taking control of this meeting hall so that they can use the angles down below, which he's going to do right now, hoping to catch someone by surprise. Almost catches Rizraz's feet, just a little bit of damage there as he starts to cook up a nice, delicious grenade. And the C4 comes out, but he can't shoot it in time. Nice try by Wildman trying to shoot King Hadas with C4, but missing it costs him his life, and his grenade doesn't do quite enough down there. We do have Rizraz down pretty low health, though, trying to do what he can as all the men have rotated back to site. Got Cat trying to watch an angle here as he gets naded by Rock. Nice throw. He's going to be trapped in that position unless someone throws it around. The flashbang comes out to stall him. As Rizraz takes down Rock, the angle's coming out. Easy shot on Kings there, with the C4 just drops to his feet. Useless at this point. Nice angle down from the Blackbeard. The diffuser has been planted by PD, I believe, who rotated back up. As Fnatic gets some shots, Lusty takes down 2 though. This Blackbeard just doing some work, but he gets taken down by Bobo, using angle against him. And Bobo also takes down PD. Bobo finally showing up this round. Can't get the defuse though, as Fnatic shoots him in the back. No defusing for them. And that puts it now a match point for Maelstrom. Deciding losing those 2 rounds in a row was all they've had. They're going to go ahead and put it at match point, and if they can win the next round, they take this map. It is still best of 1, so they will move forward if they do. If Ninja takes this next round, then they will put it at overtime, and both teams will go on to try and win 6 rounds instead of 4. So we'll see how they do here. Looks like King's still definitely showing up and compared to a lot of Maelstrom, but even PD stepped it up that round as well as Bobo, so I got to give credit to the people that were the low fraggers picking it up. We will be going back downstairs again, so we'll see how they play that. Fnatic going to be bringing that Mira. See which walls those get put on. Let's see where they end up putting that. Wild man on that Valkyrie again. Let's see how that goes. Took a look at his camera placements last time. Let's see where these castle doors are getting put up. He's already got 2 up. So you can go ahead and throw the last one in that garage there just to slow them down. It's something I've heard some people do. I'm not sure how useful of a tactic it is, but it does slow down them clearing that lobby and trying to get control of the meeting hall. Looks like Wildman just looking for some drones while Lusty gets that last reinforcements up. See if he's going to go open those windows again. Maybe go for a peek attempt. Looks like he wants to set those up for a quick, easy break. He's just waiting for any drones to be following up. He definitely wants to stay in here and try to delay. Last time, Buck was the one that was worried about him. See if he can. Just checking those cams. Seeing if he can try and catch one of them on the approach. King Haddis is going to be a little more cautious this time. Decides not to push it up. Oh, here we go. Is he going to go for it? Opening some windows and opening the doors. Wildman, though, going to be ready to try and trade it. He lost this fight last time. Wants to get revenge on King Haddis and dethrone him. King Haddis not having it just yet. This is a nice angle, though. This puts him in a bad position unless he gets droned out first. We'll see if they can catch him. What's up, TIE Fighter? And he jumps out. Doesn't quite work, though. Just barely misses the headshots on the lean, and King Haddis wins that fight yet again. Wildman sacrificing his life, but he did get his cameras up, and that's what matters, I guess, in the end. He did his job, so... See if he can catch someone else, though. Tries to catch PD. Almost does so. PD, though, gets saved by him focusing on the camera instead. They're all going to focus a bit much on the tower side. You got Rock over here, though, on that smoke, ready to make sure he can do his job. Looks like we're going to get Rizraz opening this hatch any moment now. It looks like maybe they bugged out. Possibly, yep. I think they bugged. Oh, no, it's the mute jammer. Perhaps, nope, they think it's just the mute jammer, but it's actually bugged out. That's unfortunate for them. That does happen, sadly. King's just meleeing that while PD takes out Rizraz. And that is that Hibana down. So instead they try and blow it with a thermite, and it doesn't quite work. Looks like that hatch just does not want to go. So we'll see if Ninja, I think Cat has one more here. He's going to go try and place it, the old school thermite. Tries to find an angle on anyone in that closet, as we've seen some people doing. Looks like King Haddis going to push aggressive. He's feeling confident after that Valkyrie kill. And push down here, but they are in equal numbers. Other than PD being pretty low on health, it is a 4v4. So he's not in a great position to catch one out without being traded. So he's got to be careful in here. Smoke's going to be the one watching that. But Smoke's on low health now. He's on the cameras, so this could be a chance for them to push this. Flashbangs are going to come out. Bobo just watching the back, but he's not watching carefully enough as PD almost comes around on him. PD's waiting for that moment, waiting for that call out when he knows they're super focused. He's watching the cameras now. He knows they're going to be focused on that plant. We'll see if he's still watching. No, he's pushed off. Now's PD's chance to come around if he knows it's clear. Lusty takes down one as Rocks takes down another. It's looking like the attackers are falling apart here, and PD's going to be the one to finish it off, but no! King Haddis takes down Lusty as Fnatic takes down King Haddis, and that is GG. That is Mealstorm taking it, showing that the toilet can flush and take down the other team. So nicely done. Both teams putting up a good fight. 5-3, just like we saw in the last match. So we know these teams are fairly evenly matched and that they're making it to this far. So it's definitely not a shutout for any teams. Definitely some great matches coming out. Seeing some interesting AU meta. Nothing too crazy different from anything else. This is still basically the same game, but hopefully you viewers out there who are not Australia or New Zealand are seeing some interesting stuff. Trying to get some ideas how the Australians play. In the meantime, we're going to take a quick break, but let's take a look at the bracket first before we do so we can get some idea what's going on with the brackets for what might come up next. So let's see here. Just refreshing the brackets. Looks like it takes a while sometimes for ESL site, sadly. Alright, what we got here? Wildfire beat Pandemic. So they are moving on to fight either Easy Peasy Squeezy or Anananara. And then Ninja and Maelstrom we just saw. Maelstrom winning that. So they're going to be moving on to fight potentially Dapper Dolphins. We'll see. Dapper Dolphins got to fight their next match against Jolly or Surreal, which I'm surprised that's not over yet. So we'll have to see. Let me see what's going on with that. Is there any kind of protest going on, perhaps? Something like that. We don't see yet. They are fighting on Chalet, so we'll see where that goes. In the meantime, we may be able to do this match next against, or Wildfire against one of these two. So we'll take a quick break and wait for either Dapper Dolphins or Wildfire to be ready. I imagine Dapper Dolphins might be ready next, but we'll be right back in just a few minutes and see. I'm just going to put on a little 5-minute break here. Please stick around. We lost a lot of viewers randomly for no reason last time, but if you want to go check out the other stream, make sure to go check out Mike's stream as well if you want to see if he's got a match going on. But make sure to come back in about 5 minutes, see where we're at with this, so that you don't miss anything, all the good fun over here on this game. And we'll see you guys in 5 minutes. Alright. So we're just getting this set up here. It looks like it's going to be NNNRA versus Wildfire. Anyone who knows how to pronounce NNNRA, please let me know. It's kind of a strange series of consonants and vowels there. So that will be up next year. We're just going to take some time to get them in the lobby. Just get those players added. Looks like we will get this going here. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Please stick around for a moment. We'll get everyone in here. Just crank that music back on so you got something to listen to. So get the players in the lobby, and I'll put the lobby up on the screen as soon as it looks like it's ready.
God damn.
Alright, everyone's ready, so we're just going to get started. Boom! Alrighty, alright. Here we are. Make sure my overlay isn't complete cancer here. Okay, I think we're good. Alright, we are on Chalet. This is Eninra against Wildfire here. Wildfire going to be starting on defense. Going to be playing Kitchen Trophy Room. That is the place of choice for all teams. Still not really much changed in the meta with that. I mean, I'm not sure of the AU meta, but it could be interesting. And we will see the attackers bringing the fuse, something we've seen a lot ever since he got buffed. Now that he's very useful for getting people out of position in that Kitchen Trophy Room area, because he's able to lay down so much destruction, especially into that dining room. Very useful for the attackers. But that's assuming they get control of that top floor. They are bringing a Twitch, though. So it should be interesting to see what they do with that. See if they're going to use it to take out some... Well, there's no mirror windows, so... They're bringing a dock on the defense, though. They're very armor heavy with the rook and a dock. So we'll see if that works out for them. They do have a Jaeger and a bandit, though. So they have some good... there we go. Some good fast attackers. So we'll see how those work out in terms of whether or not they're going to play those roam. You do got to try and keep control of this top floor at least as long as you can. So we'll see if those are the guys to do it. A little bit of blatant advertising coming out from Eninra, so good for them. Over on stream, you know, support them. Why not? We're all friends here. Just looking to shoot each other in the face. So it looks like Golden going to be one to hang out upstairs here, but may rotate out once he's got his cameras up. We'll see what he does. Yep, he's going to bail out. It took a little bit of damage though. Someone must have taken some shots at him. Unless he just got pinged through a wall when someone was trying to set up. He's going to hang out here in the dining room with Rook. Meantime, it looks like Bandit's also looking for a chance to get someone. Some windows getting broken. Going to be the dock in here with the Bandit. I imagine the Bandit might be there just to read. Whoa! There we go with the shot from to die for to kill for, more like it. Nicely done. That long angle. And that is a nice early kill onto that dock who thought he was cool just hanging out there with Bandit. He's definitely looking for anyone to try and trade that back. No one's going to just yet. Looks like Fuse is already making his way inside with his drone there, trying to figure out whether or not it's safe. He might have just barely caught Jaeger right there. But the fuse charges are going to come down nonetheless. Looks like he wants to go with the breach charge first, though, open up some of the floor. Seems a little risky to do that first, but could force them out of position to start with. And we've got that Bandit down now as well from Capitao. Nicely done using that fire. Looks like Blackbeard is taking a lot of damage, though, but he got a nice kill earlier, so... Fire again coming out, trying to catch Golden off guard here. We'll see where Golden's sitting. He's on his camera, so he's watching this happen, but it is not quite catching him. It was on the different position. They didn't defend this well. It looks like Blackbeard could get another one here. Trying to take shots through the hole, and he easily takes down Golden. To die for is killing. Everyone is dying for him. And that is now a 5v2 situation, but quickly could change here as Blackbeard has now been downed by the people in the kitchen. We've got Wild Sakau hanging out over here with a long angle they managed to get him with. And then Rook just playing it back. Usually Rook going to be on the other side in the room, but he's hanging out. He does catch Dino just jumping right in to become extinct. Blackbeard just bleeding out. That leaves the diffuser on the window, though. That actually does help here, as Fuse has already used up, I think, all his cluster charges, but he's got one breach left to give himself an angle. Rather than bring a buck, they just went with this strat. And with that Twitch drone, trying to get in there, but they're watching that angle so hard, and it is now down to the last defender to do this. And gets an easy. Doesn't finish the job, though. Doesn't matter, though, as Fuse takes him down. It's all down to Jaeger here. Trying to hold this angle. They've got the diffuser back up. Or the diffuser, and they've got Blackbeard back up, so... This is definitely going to be a hard situation for Jaeger to do something about, especially as the diffuser gets planted now. Now he's got to make a lot of noise to try and get back in there, or just jump over some railings. And hope he can sprint in fast enough to make this happen. Can he do it? It's going to be hard to say. It's definitely a tough position to be in. Look and see if he can rotate around. Slow rotate. And he's looking to see if he can catch anyone. Does catch one, but it's with the bullets. As Switch takes him out, waiting just for that, as they know he has to rotate around in a specific position. So, nicely done by the attackers. And Eninra starting out strong there, especially with those 2 early kills from Blackbeard and Tiny Dancer as well. Doing a nice job dancing around. And so, good start for them on the attack. Usually it's a little more defense heavy, but that was a very nice attack strat. Did some good damage. We'll see if Inninrut can do a different job on defense. They are going to be bringing the mirror, which is a little bit different. But of course, they're still going to be a kitchen trophy room. But the attack strat's going to be a little bit different. They're not going to be bringing the fuse. They're going to be bringing a buck and a thermite as well as the Hibana. Definitely means they're planning to open a lot there. We'll see how that works out. I am surprised. I agree with the chat that why has there been no Glaz? The Glaz is so powerful now. So maybe these teams just not prepared for it yet. To see how to use it. So we may see one yet though. There's still plenty of time. We'll see if here's reinforcing this wall, which makes me think might place a window on it. We'll see where those go. See what this strat ends up being. It looks like trying to maybe get the reinforcements up and do the jobs first. It looks like they want to use the offices told here. If they get pressured from behind, it's not going to work out so great, but that is definitely one to help out with that top floor. Let's see where this next one goes. 1 armor left as well. Someone didn't get their armor. Yep, looks like it is going to go here where that original wall went up. See if they can catch anyone out on those cameras. Looks like Wild gonna go for this entrance here. This isn't quite get the vault hole he wanted. There he goes. Shots just coming down here from Mira, trying to take some shots into the room. Buck just hoping to catch him off. He's just gonna shoot whoever could be back there. No one is. Buck takes a little more damage for it. Almost getting some shots there. That could have been good, but he does have an extra mag now on that skeleton key, and that could pay off here. Trying to find an angle. That rug unfortunately stays in place, and the ADS does his job stopping that from getting thrown in. No one's quite catching each other out just yet. See Hibana gonna catch out though, gonna be able to call that out as To Die For gets another early kill there. Nicely done to take down Maka. What Maka? We'll see where. See who is. Everyone don't put the clan tags at the beginning of your name. Makes it so hard to find you. But it looks like Jaeger was right here holding a nice angle. Nice job. Yeah, sorry about the low quality. It is to kind of help as well for the Aussie internet. They don't have the highest quality there, and that is going to be a lot of the viewers going to be watching from Australia on their essentially dial-up. So this hopefully will help them be able to maintain a stream. Looks like Arlo takes down Flex. That's nice from the Thermite down there. Taking down someone upstairs, trying to make his way up. They did lose a Thatcher though, so hopefully they didn't need that to be able to open that wall. See what Bandit's doing. Actually going to hold from the dining. The wall gets open next to him, gets a little scared, but it's just Valkyrie coming around. Who's going to be walking around as To Die For takes down Arlo. Nicely done. This Jaeger just holding control here. Now we see why they have that window up there, so he can watch one side and have his back covered and then peek it. Looks like CJ Assassin takes down one, and then Golden takes down another. And as the attacker's starting to fall here, as it is 3v2. 3v1 now as Dino takes down the one more. And is now on Golden to try and make this happen, but he's going to have to deal with To Die For to his left in that office, but instead just rotates around. Instead of staying there, he's going to go through. He does see Valkyrie, doesn't take any shots though. He wasn't ready to ADS in just yet, but he's got to know that this window could be a problem for him as he gets electrocuted as To Die For comes around and shoots him anyways. Moving past him did no good. Do I have the teams and names on the wrong side now? I had them on the right side before and then they switched. So let's switch those rooms. Let's get these all set up correct. This is going to be just a second while I fix that. Always so much fun trying to keep this updated for a match. Trying to improve the overlays, but in the process it becomes a bit more work. And this will be Wildfire.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Get those all straightened out. And now we're going to be going down back to Trophy again for Wildfire's second attempt. Alright, and we'll see where puts that ADS. Definitely wants to watch out for this drone hole this time. That was a big problem for him last time. Now, Nenra have taken 2 rounds already, so this is very strongly in their favor so far. Wildfire are not in a great place to start with, but they're definitely going to put up an effort this time. They're swapping it up and having a pulse, so we'll see if that works out in terms of trying to stop their top attack. They are bringing the fuse again, so he does want to try and counter that. I imagine he's going to be bringing C4, but let's double check and see what he is bringing, just to make sure. Yep, there's that C4. Now, if he could stop that fuse, that could be instrumental in keeping that attack at bay. We are seeing Rook up here, though. May or may not work out in their favor because he is a slow operator. He's going to be slow to rotate back if he gets pushed out. That could cost him his life. Looks like we have Flex already working his way up here. What's that fuse? He wants to get into his master bathroom and clear that first. Anyone here to contest it, but he's gonna have to worry about that Rook once he tries to get to the office. See if Tadaifor is able to get any of those shots he got last time. Definitely trying to make it work, but not finding anyone just yet. Dino gets taken down though, trying to take early shots into the trophy room. There's a Thermite down. Hopefully that was not essential to the strategy. They do have a Hibana though, so not all is lost. Sakao trying to take some shots down the long way. See if we can do something from there without using his heartbeat sensor. Valkyrie just checking those cams. We got Arlo still trying to hold this angle against a lot of attackers here slowly swarming in on him. He needs some backup at this point, but he's got none, so he's going to have to hold this as best he can, try and tank it. He's still moving slowly back. Not in the office anymore, but takes a nice shot on Hibana, and that is their ability to open up any reinforced hatches or walls down. They might have been able to get, let's see if they got the top floor hatch already, as Golden takes down the Tiny Dancer, who will dance no more. Let's see. We've got Golden just hanging out in that library. This hatch didn't even get open, so they've lost a lot of ability to attack. Arlo takes out another one. That Rook play, I have to say I doubted it, but it is definitely working so far. Trapping that diffuser up there, stopping the hatches from being opened. Floor as well. Now it is all down to Blackbeard, who's got to find 5. Good luck. They could even reset the health on Smoke there, so... see if he can catch someone off guard. He's got to start doing some damage. We saw him make some great plays before, but his team just getting wiped out in the meantime is not helping. That's going to definitely give away his position, and he's the last man left standing, so they're going to call that out now. They know he's over here to the west side. That limits the ability for him to kind of come around on some different sides. He's a slow operator with 24 seconds left. This is really not looking in his favor. Could even have Pulse here calling him out. Don't know what he's going to do from upstairs here. He's got to have a lot of place to run to. He's going to have to try and make his way all the way down. The hatch is not open. He can't jump down. He's got to get the diffuser. This is basically over for Blackbeard here, but Tadaifor doesn't want to give it up just yet. He's going to jump down, try and jump in the window, go with the Deagle, but it jumps right into the barbed wire, and Maka's bullets to his face. Nice try to die for, but you just died for that, and it is sad. It's alright though. You did your best, stayed alive, and it is now 2-1. You were a point ahead, and you are 2 points ahead, and you still are, so 1 point ahead. That's what matters. Hopefully they can make it happen here and take another point. It is going to be down to Snowmobile Garage, or Wine Cellar, I guess. See if they can make something out there. We are going to see a Mira. We'll see how that gets used. Usually that gets used more on the Wine Cellar side than on the Snowmobile Garage side. They're going to reinforce this. We'll see if they battery trick the garage door, if they put some batteries on the Wine Cellar side. He does have 4 batteries to play with, but there's a lot of walls to do. Raka getting away with droning right there. The Tiny Dancer catches it out, though. doesn't quite find it. He's looking for it, burning up a lot of their time. But he doesn't have a whole lot of work to do. He's just got 2 reinforcements in the bag, and that takes down that drone. Made a little too much noise. Looks like he wants to play this mirror on the door here to be able to get a better idea where their Hibana or Thermite might be coming from. That's pretty easy for Hibana and Thermite to take out if they can just take out the batteries. They don't have a Twitch or anything like that to do that with, but they do have a Thatcher, and that's really all they need if they could just time it right. What you see is a lot of people opening the top of this with Hibana and then being able to throw grenades in or whatever they need to, and that pretty much draws Bandit away. They are impact nading this side here. Let's see, did they put up both mirror windows? Yep, they've got one there and one there. So you'll be able to see down this hall as well. So that does cover both their sides. It's not a bad plan. Not sure what they want to do with here. Usually this is where you see the other mirror window go up, but they didn't even reinforce it, so they definitely are going to not be playing that so much. We'll see how this defense goes on this garage door, but it looks like they're focused more on the wine cellar side, perhaps. Not so much of the garage. They definitely don't care about that garage side, which is good for them because Bandit was there. Looked like he decided to open the window on that instead of letting. Maybe it looked like they might have hit the Hibana charges in doing that a little bit. Stop the window from blowing. But Maka already taking down one. Nice job for the Thatcher taking down the Bandit, his arch enemy there. Try and take shots, see if he can catch smoke out. Maybe he only took a little bit of damage in the process. Almost catches Mira's head. Looks like Bandit's down now so that Thermite can actually do his thing fairly easily with no resistance. So Arlo takes down one, rushing in and starting to take and clear this side of the wine cellar. Shots come down. This Tiny Dancer actually makes it work. Soaks a lot of that damage and puts Arlo pretty low on his health. Arlo tries to trade it back, but the pre-fire doesn't work as Flex takes down Golden. Nicely done. And that is the smoke taking down one with a nice angle there onto the stairs. As the diffuser just sitting there, Tiny Dancer finally takes down one, takes down Sacco. The attackers had a nice advantage here, but now they're actually not doing quite well, as the defenders have the same number but a little more health. Starting to look defender advantage as the attack is kind of stalled out, but there's still a minute left. Well, he knows where Flex is at now. So he's going to have to move off there. Buck has already dropped down in, and he's going to be putting pressure on, but he can't get in around because that wall is closed off. He gets a nice shot there, and then takes down Tiny Dancer as well. That is Flex and Tiny Dancer down. This is all down to one defender left, who has a nice angle from upstairs of all places. Gets an easy shot onto Buck. But now they know where he's at, and he's going to have a hard time getting in there against two, an Ash and a Thatcher. See if he can catch anyone there. I'll try upping the video quality for anyone here. I'll do it at least 1500 here. See if that helps anyone. I don't think I have to restart the broadcast for that. So, and it looks like To Die For again in a clutch situation where he's trying to rotate down, trying to catch them, but they know he's coming. They're gonna be watching those angles. Arlo definitely holding that tight. And the wall bangs come through. Maka, though, sneaks around and catches him from the other side. And that puts it 2-2. Both teams definitely stepping it up here. So now we will see Wine Cellar Snowmobile Garage again, but this time from the Wildfire side. We'll see where they go To Die For again on that Blackbeard. We've seen him do some good work and also be in a bad clutch situation as well with it and kind of slow. So it's all on them to push it. We are going to see that first glass though. And then we'll see if that new glass works out. We'll definitely watch him a little bit and see if he can use that new ability to do some serious damage, especially on this side. If they can blow this open or blow open the snowmobile side and work from the garage. Either way could be quite nice. We're going to see Castle here and we'll see what he does as far as where he's going to put his reinforcements. It'll be interesting to see if we have a roamer play up top or not. Castle so far spending all his time on the drop downs instead of getting his castle walls up. There's 8 seconds left though. He's definitely a little late on getting the castle walls up, so hopefully the rest of them are going on site. Looks like he's going to put one up here. Maybe so he can play a roam up here. We'll see. Another castle wall going up there. He's definitely wanting to play upstairs here. Let's see what this glass is going to do here from this side if they can get that open. Do they have the bandit tricking as they don't have a mute? Yep, it looks like he's going to be in a situation to try and stop that. Let's see if we can trick it. A lot of noise coming out. Does actually work out for them as Thermite's able to get his charge up. Does the bandit get it in time? Nope, and he gets down for it. He's going to get punished easily for that. Glass is going to do that. Or Thermite going to do it, rather. Looks like Flex gets taken down, though. That is the bandit down, as well as the Ash taken down. Got that new ability up there. Seeing through that smoke. This is where it's really going to pay off, is smoking this. They could go for a plant, potentially, and Glass could be the one to easily counter that if he's quick on the shots. More smoke going to go out. Just watching those angles. He's got a nice angle through into the wine cellar from those walls. Look to see if anyone's going to be hiding there. Smoke is all they need to bait out at this point. Let's see how many smokes he's got left. He's on the last one here, and Glaz is in a nice position to push in. He doesn't have the diffuser, though. It is on Thermite. What is Thermite doing? He's just waiting for that. Holding these angles here. Can easily see through that smoke, and that really makes a huge difference. It's not that he can just see people through the smoke. He can actually see the level of the map through the smoke, which makes angles much nicer. This is going to really pay off, so we'll see if he can catch anyone trying to push this. No, it's going to be an easy plant. Nicely done. Doesn't even plant by the garbage cans, just plants right in there, taking advantage of that smoke. And they do have man advantage as well on the attacker side. Arlo trying to trade shots out. Takes a little bit of damage for it. We got Meat. Doesn't land those shots onto Thermite. It's going to rotate up. Try and catch someone off guard. Oh, Castle up there. This Glasgow going to be doing some serious damage as Arlo gets downed, but not quite out yet. And easy shots for Glaz there as Tiny Dancer takes down Arlo, but Golden trades on to Tiny Dancer. It is all on 3 here, and there we go. Now it is against 1. Easy shots there, but he misses them, and Golden takes him down, but Golden's very low on health at this point. Blackbeard, easy pickup for him, doing what Glaz couldn't there at the end. And that is a nice round 4 Inenra? Yeah, I don't think anyone realized Glaz was allowed. But it has been verified by Jeebus, the ESL admin, so all good for everyone as they are ready to do this now. I imagine they're considering now, wait, why didn't we play Glaz? So we may see Glaz pulled out from the Wildfire side as well. We are going to be going back to Kitchen Trophy Room, though. It is not a bad place to play Glaz if you could use him on that window, but they're not going to do it. They're just going to be bringing that Buck and Sledge, as well as Blackbeard. Hopefully everything looks better for everyone. It sounds like it might be looking better now. So hopefully the Aussie internet can handle that. I guess New Zealand's got a bit better internet, but unfortunately I don't have a way to really do that for both. Looks like we may see a mirror on this wall again. We'll just take a look at where they set up their defenses. I like that they set up a shield for that drone hole this time. We'll see if any shots can get down. Not sure if Maka could do what To Die For did up there on what they call a Pride Rock of all things. But he's just staying there, not ADS'd in. Not sure what he's planning to do from there. Golden's potentially going to be one to push, but nope. Looks like they're all a little scrambled here. I'm trying to decide who goes where. Arlo going to be doing some droning in the meantime, though. Blackbeard's going to move up, potentially help take Fireplace. Everyone's just worried about peeks or anything like that. Let's see if this Jaeger's going to peek out here. Nope, he's going to play it back and just use the cameras at this point. Definitely worried about someone pushing the stops. We saw some great plays here before. from Arlo. Looks like they want to do a similar strategy. Holding this angle. Dyfor did some great work here before as well. Using that mirror window to hold his back as he holds this angle onto the ladder. No one pushing up this ladder yet. Let's see if anyone's even going to intend to. Looks like we got Maka just holding this right here. Wild suck out. Let's see if he's going to do anything from there. Try and make this push here. Nope, wants to drone instead. Not going to open the window just yet. Nope, misses the hit on it. Dyfor's going to have to rotate around, but he does have that mirror window that's going to help him out here. He's still more concerned about this ladder than he is concerned about the window and wall behind him. Let's see if they're going to do anything with that. Golden, in the meantime, going to be opening up game room. Push his way in. Checking the stairs, making sure it's all clear for this bar. In the meantime, Arlo takes down Tiny Dancer, though. He's managed to make his way in. A little bit late on that camera. Go to Dyfor, takes down one, and I imagine it's not going to be the last, but he's getting pressured from a lot of sides. Arlo does take down Dino, though. Dyfor in a tough position as Arlo comes around and takes his face off, but he is low on health at this point. They're working really hard to try and take down these defenders, and it is working as they've only lost the Blackbeard. There's all down to Flex now and CJ Assassin. He's waiting and takes down Arlo, but he's not able to follow it up on Habana, who just shoots him down from the long range. I don't think he even knew he was there. Golden with an easy kill. It is all now on Flex to defend this. He at least has a window to have some idea what's going on. See, oh, he does catch Golden for a second there. Not sure if he knew it on this hollow site. Takes some sprays through the walls. He knows they want to go for a plant onto the dining room. He's looking straight at Buck. He can't do anything about it. Oh, nice wall bang onto Golden's head. Still watching this Buck, worried about it, but the plant does come down while he's busy with that. Goes for the peek on it, and while he had the chance to line that up, he doesn't get the shot. And that is an easy win for the attackers, making it 3-3 now. Both teams having successfully pulled up some attacks and defenses. It's in an interesting position here, as one of these teams is going to take match point next, but it may not matter if the other team's able to trade it back. So definitely these two teams seemingly evenly matched. We are going to see the first Echo potentially here if Sacco doesn't change off. So that could be interesting to see where they're going to play that. And that is going to be in Trophy Room. So we'll see. They are going to be bringing a Twitch, though. They could use that to even take down that drone if they're able to find it. And they don't have an IQ or anything. But first Capital as well that we're going to see in this match.
Attackers need to locate and defuse the bomb.
Let's see what they're going to do here for their reinforcements. They are bringing that dock. It hasn't been doing super great, but thanks everyone for the compliments on the casting. Could always be better, but I'm trying to do a good job here. Unfortunately, my blood sugar is getting a little low as I am a type 1 diabetic, so it is getting a little harder to pay attention to what's going on. But we'll make it through this, and then I'll get some sugar after this match is over. Beat getting up some ADSs. Obviously, you want to stop as much nading and things as you can into that room. You don't want them getting in easy, especially with that barbed wire there. We're seeing a buck from the attackers, so they're not going to be coming in from below with that. They're not even bringing in Ash, so they're not going to be able to do a whole lot to the bottom floor there. Okay, so let's see if we can get an idea where his drone's at. It looks like he might have already gotten off it, though. So probably won't see it just yet. Dino pushing up pretty aggressively. We'll see if Arlo can hold off again. We have a Jaeger over here as well, so if Flex tries to open that window, he may just expose himself. See if Arlo can do something. He held this room quite well last time, getting 2 to 3 kills up here. Gets droned this time, though, by the Capital. So let's see if he can stay up here successfully. Takes shots, almost takes CJ Assassin's head off. As the Thermite trying to put some pressure on so they can open this up. Flex's face, though, so close to Arlo hitting. That MP5 is like a laser if he could manage to line up that first shot, though. He's trying to get this peek on him. Looking to see if he can do it. Doesn't quite make the shots. Tries to use the door frame to shoot through. He's waiting for a trade, but Twitch drone can do some damage to him. Let's see where that Twitch drone's at. Still pushing on him, but it gets taken down finally, and Arlo now can push back a little bit. but he is down a little bit low on health from that. He's lost 10 to 20. The Echo drone, though, where's that at? There's going to be something to try and stop there. There's going to be helping his teammate out, but I don't think it hits Flex. He's trying to stop that fuse with it. As a team kill comes out onto Flex from To Die For. As unfortunate, the Blackbeard trying to do what he can, managed to take out his teammate. Shots coming down here. Is this Echo drone just denying constantly? Helping out his teammate. Nice teamwork. We'll see if it can catch CJ Assassin. Not sure if it... Nope, CJ Assassin did see it. He's managed to get that hatch over as well. The Twitch trying to get some kind of angle here as Arlo has been working this. He's getting pretty low on health, but he's done a lot of work from these stairs. Does catch CJ a little bit. Doesn't quite finish the job, though. He's got Golden there to back him up on the reload, but Golden, the one just taking a lot of shots there. Not working out, just backs up right in it. Not sure what he was doing. Golden basically just sacrificing himself at that point. The Jaeger who's dying. Down 40 seconds left with 3 attackers left, and they're not in a great position yet. They have definitely lost a lot of attack power. You're going to punish him for any inch they gain up here. Arlo holding an angle with the revolver of all things. Got Doc just working that site, and then you've got Seko, who's lost his drone, now just going to be working this dining room. Twitch coming in, trying to find some kind of angle on him. 13 seconds left here. Blackbeard going to be pushing up. He's going to be pretty slow. Taking some damage already from above. He doesn't know where it's at. Tiny Dancer takes down one as Seko takes down the Blackbeard. Eats, meets. Takes down the last 2, though. Nicely done. And that takes it to match point. As I said, one of them going to be on match point here, and the other one has the... sounds like a shot there, a little bit broken. We'll see what they change up on their defense, or yeah, the defense side to try and turn this around. Now, of course, if the orange side here, if Wildfire takes another round, that is the match, and they move on as this is a best of 1 still. So we'll see if they can do that because they've been playing pretty well. Both teams, if you look at the scores, pretty evenly matched, although kill-wise, because of that last round, looks like Wildfire is a bit of an advantage.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bomb.
And Sergio will get a little bit of timeout for being a bad boy. See if they put the on this wall again. Looks like Seko going to bring that glass again on a different site this time. Let's see if he can make it work potentially through this window or even from dining room. There's a lot of angles he could use that glass from, especially if they could smoke it off. And they brought some operators with some potential smokes here. We'll see. Looks like no smoke there. Smoke on Ash. No smoke there. And then let's see. Buck is going to be bringing frags. So they're not bringing a ton of smoke, but between Ash and Glaz himself, that's a lot of smoke he could potentially bring in. See if they're going to be doing some roaming upstairs. They are definitely going to be at least having To Die For again. Working that same angle he did, the same mirror behind him. Let's see what he can do from there. They're definitely going to be cautious of that. And it looks like they're going to take the library side first instead of focusing on the office. Docker getting droned out. Having trouble hitting that drone. Dino not in a great position because of that. Looks like Flex is going to be working that site, as we saw previously. Tiny Dancer going to help his teammate upstairs here, trying to back him up. To Die For, getting a little impatient here. Definitely waiting for someone to put some pressure on here. But pressure comes from Arlo. Nice kill there. That Ash getting in and doing some damage early. We'll see where that Glaz is at. He's hoping to get some angles through those windows. Not catching anyone out just yet. No easy kills for him. Still not finding anyone, so he's going to use a drone to see if he can get some idea where they're positioned at. That drone hold nicely covered by that deployable shield, something you used to see a lot. There we go. And then he's going to find out where that mirror is at least, so he knows what he can actually try and shoot through that window. Bummer for him, he can't get that grenade. Gets one there. That is the Buck taking down Tiny Dancer, that Rook. The Jaeger is still up here, though, to die for. Definitely going to try and die for his team if he has to on that roam. He needs to hold this top floor as best he can. Does take down Beat Yeats, Eat Streets, and he meets his death instead. But nice flank there from Maka on that Habana, or in the Thatcher, takes him down. It is now 4v2. They're not in a great position here, especially with this Glass able to do a lot of damage. Bandit gets taken down, and it is all now on Mira. Not going to be a good position to be in, especially with its 4v1 here. You've got a Glass who's probably going to be hanging out outside, but it doesn't really matter much as the smoke comes out. They're going to be able to cover that plant pretty easily. Flex trying to do what he can, but it doesn't matter much, as it is now 5v3. That is GG. So far, every match we've done now has ended in 5v3, so that has definitely been the score to see. Guess not a big surprise here. We have not seen a single overtime match. So nicely done by Wildfire taking it. And then this had a good start there, and I thought maybe there was going to be a chance that they were going to make it all the way to the end, but not quite, as Wildfire is going to be the ones moving forward. And we're going to take a quick look at the brackets here before we go on a short break. So we're going to have some idea who we might be coming back to here. But nicely done by both teams. And let's take a look at those brackets. So we've got Dapper Dolphins versus Maelstrom, who I think is going to be, which I think is actually going to be casted by Mike. So make sure to check that out while we're waiting. So this has ended now. That was a semifinals match. So that decided that Wildfire is going to be going against whoever wins from Dapper and Maelstrom. It's going to be a very tight match between those two. So it could be interesting to see who Wildfire is going to have to fight. It could be a bit of an uphill battle. This was definitely a tougher bracket on, I think, on the upper side based on what I know so far. But I don't know the meta super well. I don't know the teams all that well. So hard to say, although these are very top two teams here. So this is going to be a hard fight for Wildfire, whoever wins this year. And I'm going to be casting that. But Mike's going to be casting this in the meantime, so make sure to check that out. I will paste that into the chat soon for his link as well, to make sure to check that out. See what is going on with that. I have some idea where things are at. We are on a 4-minute delay though, so I won't paste that just yet. I don't want to give any spoilers as to who won to the chat. So we'll be going on that short break here. And we'll be back after I get some sugar as well for this lovely diabetes blood sugar crash. So stay tuned. We'll be back, throw down the music, and we'll see you soon. Make sure to stick around, or at least come back from the other one when it's